Good evening, and thank you so much for stopping by. I believe you came here because you're interested in getting more information about relationships, and so you come to the right place. I'm Pat Renfro with P2P Relates. We're going to be talking all about relating one to another. We're going to be talking about self-esteem, friendships, intimates, marriage, and business relationships. Had you ever thought about it? But actually, if you have anything broken in a particular relationship, it really impacts the other parts of your life. We think we can shut it off, but in reality, we're not our 100% if a relationship in our life is struggling. So here we're going to talk all about that. We're going to talk about what real friendship is all about. What it means when you get to the place where it's one-on-one in a relationship. You're not ready for marriage, but you are dating and you're maybe even thinking about getting serious. What kind of things do you need to consider to be in a healthy relationship? Marriage, we all know that this society that we live in, we are way too latent with divorce. I don't care what background we come from, almost divorce is rampant. And I have a vision for seeing it stopped one day. I don't mean completely. We're all going to fall short at times and not always do the right thing. But I believe that we learn more about how to drive a car than we do about how to be married. And yet it's one of the most important commitments we'll ever make. And so I want to be a part of the equipping in that. And finally, just because, like I said, from getting to know yourself all the way to working in a work environment, if you don't get along with your coworkers, you almost can't be sustained in that position. And so having healthy relationships professionally is just as important. So I just wanted to lay that out and let you know that's what P2P Relates is about. So anytime you have questions, feel free to submit those. I would love to know what you want to hear about. I have lots and lots of topics I'll be covering, but I also want to know your comments, how you feel about things that we talk about, and I would love for you to give me suggestions and requests about things you'd like to see me deal with as well. Tonight, I just wanted to leave you with my first thought, and that is, before we can even talk about being in a healthy relationship, we need to start with liking ourselves. Start with liking ourselves. And once we've got to that place where we are not comparing ourselves to other people, we're not putting ourselves down, we're not disappointed because we're not what we'd like to be, but we've learned to really accept ourselves as we are today, only trying to become better, then we're in a good spot to start being in other relationships. But if any of that is broken, stay at home, put your face covering on, and quarantine. Because the best thing you can do at this point is take care of who you are. And we're not talking about selfishness, self-absorption, arrogance, egotistical positions, any of that. No. If I don't like myself, there's a proverb that many of us have heard that says, "Love your neighbor, love your neighbor as you love yourself." And sometimes we might be in circles where we just say that and think nothing of it and say, "Yeah, I do that." But the reality is, if I don't like myself, I can't love you, I can't like you, I can't care about you, because there's so much coming back at me that I'm rejecting. I can't begin to give you love. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what it's like to grow in those areas where we can be fully self-acceptant and still understand that we have work to do. We're going to be doing that until the day we die. But also, how can we be the best we can be, show up as our best self in our relationships? So just hope you got something out of that. And if so, please hit the subscribe button, tap the bell as well, so that when I do uploads, you can get the notifications. Tell your friends about it. Send me comments and suggestions about what you'd love for us to be talking about. And I'll be making an upload every Friday. All right, you have a wonderful next 7 days. Thanks for stopping in.